It's gotta be sitting in a submarine with the windows down, slurping stuff and coughing and spitting and hacking up along and talking right there. That noise. That should really just be the fucking. Just record this noise and just play it. Just the intro.
Just
real
an
quick.
hour long of just bong clears.
Yeah, an hour long intro. Just like, you know the drill. Skip to an hour and 1 second, and that's when the show starts. Otherwise, it's stock and bong hitting noise.
Well, if I fucking edit enough of these, maybe. I doubt it, but maybe if there's a way how to save the pieces that I cut out separately. Because I'll probably have to cut out a bunch. Well, not all of them. I'll leave some of them, but some of them I'm sure they get loud and shit, so I'll cut those out. But I could have all the bong hits you've never heard. Yeah. And after a while, that just becomes the intro.
The B hits.
Fucking 20, 25 minutes of bong hits.
The B-sides of bong hits.
B-side bong hits.
At least B-side bong hits. They put you to sleep. Well,
so
you coming in hot with something?
Not really, but I did do a little bit more looking into the vending machine thing. I've been trying. It's difficult though because I have to do so much what I would call like precursor research to even listen to somebody's video, because if they're themselves pushing some kind of vending machine shit or trying to sell you a course or trying to teach you how to do it, and I look up a video that's like, all right, the negatives or the downfalls of vending machine business or this or that, and I watch a video, because I noticed after like the second one I watched, the guy was like, oh yeah, because he was bringing up some good points, some negatives that could occur, and I'm like, oh yeah, you got a point there, that might not be. But then he always like had a way that, oh yeah, but then you could try this or try that. And then I go check out his channel, and that's all he does is he does this for a living, and he tries to get other people to do it and shit. So he probably gets like a referral code for selling people machines. I was like, yeah, so yeah, you're going to bring up some negatives, but you're not going to bring up the real negatives that are going to cost me hundreds of dollars and then make it so I can't afford to do this.
Yeah. What? You find anything else new?
No, just that.
Just that we might be getting in on the bottom level of a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, they were saying that it's normally pretty hard to just kind of cold turkey your way into getting spots. That was a good one that I heard a few times.
Well, yeah, that would be the hardest part,
that'll be the main resistance. And then, obviously, knowing the clientele and pricing things correctly. But that's a given. Obviously, you're not going to put the machine outside of a yoga studio and only sell chocolate bars.
Yeah.
You'd put veggie chips and shit like that.
Yeah, sun chips. Them healthy ass loud bags. Oh my God, I'm dying.
The only other real negative that I kind of could foresee, but I don't see how it would be a problem, because it would just be like, all right, well, I'm gonna not work this garbage job and then just do this full time. Was people were saying it's normally a nice thing to have, like for somewhat what do you call it?
Passive income.
Passive income. One guy had some points though, saying that like realistically, your machine, you want it to be like doing at least 700 or 800 in sales a month, because you're not making that 800. It's obvious, but you're not making that 800. You have to restock the machine, or now you make $0. But also because he was one of the guys that rents them, so he was like, you got your payment fee or whatever, you got gas that you're restocking, you got the goods and stuff. So I feel like, because he was using one of his machines, for example, he was saying off of my machine here, if I make 800, realistically, I profit about 300. Dang. And a profit of 300 over the course of a month, it's passive income.
Yeah, that's not one machine.
But it's,
it's not one machine.
Yeah.
We scale up.
And that was what I was getting into. Was the only other thing was they were saying that if you get too many, I gotta stop saying was and us. If you get too many of the machines, it becomes more than just a passive income or more than just a side hustle, and it actually requires a lot of work and planning and making up a route and stuff like that.
Whatever.
And it's like, yeah, so I would then have my own business
Yeah,
that I
exactly.
would be at least partial owner of.
Oh, you mean like a jobby?
All right, yeah, totally. I'll tell myself to go to work to make that money because now if I work harder and I put more initiative in it, it pays out.
You know, it gets really annoying. You have to start actually doing stuff. Starts making too much money, and then it's a hassle. It might not be for most people, you know, making all this money. So, what do you think I'm gonna keep doing my regular job?
What are the one thing that I read, I didn't see any videos about, but one thing I was saying, they were saying, you never don't get insurance. You whatever it is in your state or your whatever.
Oh yeah, someone will fuck
I'm
your
not
shit
sure
up.
if it was somebody from the U.S., but they were saying like wherever you are, whatever country, you want to make sure that like whatever insurance you can get, you get it, because if somebody breaks your machine, even if it's like a $2,000 one you found on Craigslist, you're still out that money and your product, and you got to get, if it's still there, you have to get that one taken care of, like gotten rid of or whatever, and then you still got to buy a new one. So I was like, yeah, and the insurance would probably suck and really, really eat into any profit, but having the machine fucking get fucking busted or some shit or broken would put the profit to zero. So yeah, it would put it in the negative. All right. Yeah, it might. Mainly, it sounds like there might be slightly more costs than you would hope for, but it's really about location. So you really just gotta hustle on the location and try to fucking get in somewhere good, and then have decent, enough prices that somebody. And that's another thing too, is they're saying like some locations might be good foot location traffic and stuff like that, and you would think that you would sell a lot there. But if you're too close to something else, well, now that's your competitor, and if they already have to go there, then unless they notice that you're dramatically cheaper, you're not going to get them. And realistically, how the vending machines make money is by being the most expensive, actually. Yeah. So you can't really compete with a convenience store. You can't put a vending machine in Walmart and sell candy bars.
No.
You're going to get beat out by Walmart.
No, but you got to hit up like fucking, I don't know, like hit up the outlet mall, go out to Waterloo, fucking find out how you get a hold. Be like, look, man, you guys got some janky ass soda machines.
I'm thinking
you got some weird food options.
They keep opening more and more of them. I think I'm on to something with the dispensaries.
There's that. Look at all these little strip malls.
Because I've been to 4 or 5 of them now, and none of them have a single vending machine, inside or outside.
Yeah.
I would prefer it inside, but
all these big apartment
I don't
buildings,
know laws, whatever.
Like
I'll put it outside.
They just opened up that, or they're still building the second one, but it looks like they're finishing up maybe stuff on the inside across from on 31, Henry Clay, where the cemetery is. They built them big old apartments in front of it, and there's a little strip mall there too with like a fucking tattoo place and shit. But yeah, big old expensive apartments. Like they're a big ass old building. Fucking hit them up, be like, hey, I got these things. I'll put one in each lobby, right in the front. Stock them with shit. You people grab little snacks and stuff. Why not? You don't gotta pay me nothing. You don't gotta pay me nothing. Just let me have my shit. It's the problem. You call me, I come right down. I live in the area. I ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
I'll leave my job during the day. Be like, hey, got something to do. This car is not my car. I have something of mine to go fix. The cars can wait. I live for these machines. This is the future of vending. Yeah. Get all serious about it. Act like one of them weird.
Well, that too. Well, and that was just something I was thinking about just on the side. Fucking, unless it was somewhere like somewhat fancier, like say Flintstone, and it was indoors, I don't think that the fucking the grab and go one would be good unless it's like a pretty schmancy like indoors like area, because well, yeah, it can track it, and yeah, you got to put your card in beforehand. If some fucking dope fiend just steals a credit card and robs all of our shit, all the charges are going to get rejected by the bank anyways, and then we're still out all the.
How do they rob all this shit?
Because the fucking fancy one that I sent
Oh,
you,
they're gonna buy the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah, they just fucking open the door and they grab. Well, they could just grab.
They open the door.
Yeah, that was the one that had the AI and the cameras and shit, and you pay like $100 a month or whatever.
Oh, okay.
That was the smancy one that I think.
I didn't know it opened the door.
Yeah, in a place like Flintstone or something, while you're walking out, if you saw something like that and you fucking scan your thing, it just lets you open the door and grab whatever.
Street. If the door opens, fuck that.
Because then they'll just fucking. Well, it doesn't open until you put your card in.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
If somebody just steals the card, it doesn't matter. We're still out everything.
Yeah.
So.
It's an easy trick for
probably a more traditional one. I would prefer cashless, but being able to accept cash would probably be a benefit. Mm-hmm. Even if it wasn't used that, especially, I mean, well, my thinking, if it wasn't used that often,
I think the
say
problem
like
is
80-20 with credit, just don't even fucking empty out the cash, and then eventually the thing will tell you that the cash thing is full, and then you empty it, and it's like a fucking extra, like, double payday.
Yeah, I just the fucking cash, that's the things I think that fuck up the most. Is the slots, the receivers for the coins and or cash.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You want to have the credit card thing.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think we would be missing out.
We'd have to...
Especially, well,
we'd have to figure out how to fix it. That was my thing, though. That's what I was telling my other buddy. I was like, dude, you figure out, like, how we get one, and then, like, how do you go about getting them into play? I'm like, I was like, I told him, I was like, I'll put up some money up front if we don't got it. I was like, we'll get the first one, and then I said, I will figure out fixing them. Like, I'll go fucking find some manual online, so when the goddamn coin thing breaks, or the thing won't, you know, some kid stuffs some paper in, and it sucks it in far enough into the bill thing, and it fucks it all up.
Yeah.
I was like, I have tools I can get. I'll bring my fucking little grocery bag of tools to the fucking machine, and I'll fucking repair it if that happens. Like, so it cuts out some of our costs, if I can figure it out. Which I'm sure it's not terribly hard. Yeah, it happens all the time where them things get jammed up, and I probably got to go up in it and be like, oh, cool, there's like 3 or 4 shredded bills in here, or whatever. And, you know, and then get the thing spinning, maybe oil it. I don't know. Maybe replace a part. It's not going to be impossible.
No.
It's not
I would think the maintenance would be pretty easy. The only time the maintenance would be anything would be if somehow it was very good return and we were able to get many machines.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, then again, if you were having that... I mean, in this scenario in my head, where we're getting them new, we're doing the monthly thing, because it sounds like used, they're in the thousands of dollars, even old ones. Like, old ones that only take money are like thousands of dollars. So I think the real probability is a newish one. Yeah. Well, new to us, but...
Can't be in 8 G's on a piece of shit right off the bat.
And, what was I going to say
there? We want a new one? $100 a month.
Getting them for the monthly thing.
You said getting them
fixed? Yeah, because they would all be new. If we were having that kind of fucking problem where if we had, say, 20 machines and it was a problem for us to keep up with repairing them, then I would say that'd be something to be like, all right, well, like one by one, you could replace these for us because, you know, we're paying for them and we're paying for a new product and they're defective. Well, I think that would like help it. Instead of, because if you buy one, if it breaks a week later, well, guess what? It's fucking broken. There ain't nothing. But if you're paying monthly on it and it's fucking acting up way too fucking much, well, I could either just stop paying monthly on it and you could take it back, or you could send me a working one.
Yeah.
So I feel like that is also like in our benefit if we went that way.
Yeah, if they do that. They probably don't do that shit. They're probably just like, fuck you, man. You didn't read the fine print.
No, I'm sure.
That's your paperweight now, buddy.
Well, no, because you still, I mean, it's still a monthly thing. So if you stop paying for it, they'll just take the fucking machine.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, you're out what you've paid for it so far, but I would think that by the time it'd be a problem, if it was gonna be, it wouldn't be
I don't think it'd be
years
a problem.
in.
I don't think it'd be a problem. You just can't stick them outside in a dope head area. Or anywhere, honestly. Shouldn't be outside.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say too. Was well, at least in my scenario that I was thinking of, I definitely think they have to accept cash too, because if you do put them outside of the dispensary until it's federal,
Well, just because
they're gonna have cash in their pocket anyways. So
yeah,
realistically, they might have brought $200 bills to get their medicine or their re-up or whatever they're getting there, and maybe they got, a 5 and a few 1s in their pocket, and they're walking by and they see their favorite chocolate bar for $4 or whatever, and they got the cash. So I feel like that's where you like snag a lot of like, the profitable, like the munchie sales, because you just got your shit and you just saw a nice little yummy treat and you got cash in your pocket.
No, you got to go to existing places too, though. Like warehouses, businesses, everything around here. Big box stores.
Yeah, anywhere where there's
For the
people
break
working
rooms,
too, definitely.
And be like, what do you got? These old junky machines that have the fucking big ass burgers in them. We can get big ass burgers if that's what the people want, but we got a new machine, and it won't be fucking up. People won't be slamming it. Your fucking blue collar workers getting angry that someone crumbled up a bill in there.
Oh, and that's another
Now
thing
it's not
too,
taking money.
is as long as they're new enough, having them be able to fucking connect to fucking Wi-Fi. Oh, that was another thing I didn't think about, was I thought it was dope, that little AI one that tracks all the shit and everything, and it tells you in like real time what your inventory is and all that. But I didn't even realize, well, the company isn't really letting you piggyback off of their Wi-Fi or nothing, and plus you don't want to rely on that if you're trying to make transactions, because if it's down, you're not making a sale. So you gotta get your own like cell phone plan essentially for you would get a business account and then just add lines for each machine, but that's another cost that you don't really think about. But yeah, if you want to have it so that it tells you, instead of I think it would be worth it that they're connected, even the additional cost of having the service for them, because then instead of just randomly checking all of them every 2 or 3 times a week or some shit, you just fucking know, all right, this thing's down to like 2 or 3 items being down to the last one. I'll go hit that up. And then you're not wasting time and gas and carrying all the shit around, damaging it. It gets hot in the summer. You're busting your ass in the fucking winter. Like, I think it's way...
I am busting my ass. I'm paying some college kids.
Way beneficial.
At that point. Fuck that.
I'm working.
I'm working until
I pay myself good money. I ain't gonna pay.
I pay myself some good money until we got enough machines. And I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna get some dumb college kid in here, and then be like,
I think it'd take quite a few machines, or some real profit. If these fucking these dispensary machines, if they take off, maybe we won't need to have that many.
Well, that's
maybe we just put more than one at each dispensary.
Like if you put it
just
at
have
McLean,
like 2 or 3 there,
because they have some big old bunch of different shits and drinks and food ones and shit. Amazon probably does their own shit because they're weird, but that might be an outside company, or you know what I mean.
Amazon probably does their own shit because they could just get the products for cheaper for anybody.
I don't remember. It was a machine though. You had to pay, but I'm sure it was their shit.
Yeah,
but
I would assume they literally have it all there.
It was only card, I'm pretty sure, but so it could be. I don't know. It was only card, I'm pretty sure. But same thing, McLean, like that shit.
Yeah,
it's just
they turned
there's so many
cash
people
one into only card at my job.
I'm sure you could do that, but they fucking they have so many fucking people in there, and there was so many dudes and shit in there every day that would hit the machines. Like you get multiple breaks too, so fucking lunch and then other ones like the little quick 15s or whatever, 10 minutes. Dude, they're fucking, or like when you finish a truck, they'd let you go out or something. People would fucking. I think you had certain break times. I think they gave you 2. But anyway, yeah, dude, there was dudes hitting that shit. And you have like at least 100 people in that bitch. So at least.
There might be one you have to check like 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
That's what I'm saying. Like people are fucking hitting it up. Like buying them big ass cheeseburgers and them fucking big gross whatever Reds burritos or something like whatever the ones.
Yeah,
that
that's where anything really perishable you'd probably want to only have at work sites. Because you don't want to, that's a big waster. One guy was saying that he did one for a while that had like microwavable shit in it or whatever. And he found that unless it was exactly what, like certain items, they would always just sell out. But then the rest of the machine, like 80% of the machine would just sit and you'd have to throw it out.
Gotta figure it out, yeah. It might take a little trial and error, especially where they are different. But whatever. We're getting too deep into this. And it's terrible to listen to. Not that anybody will ever listen, but...
You never know, dude.
I was thinking Uncrustables.
We become some fucking vending machine moguls and we buy out everybody else's fucking route in the whole fucking Northeast and shit, and we become like fucking billionaires off of vending machines. Maybe somebody will listen to this. They'll be like, dude, they fucking, what are the submarine?
Let's see if there's any fucking business secrets in here. Some entrepreneur fucking douches like. This is a young fucking like teen. Like, dude, I gotta find these guys.
We could repackage this shit as a course.
No, we just keep doing what we're doing.
We start our own pyramid.
And then when people find this and they're like, dude, there's got to be like, wow, I'll see what they were talking about. Get them business tips right from the horse's mouth of their fucking podcast, and then they're just like, what the fuck are they talking about? Like, there's nothing in here. It's just that one time they talked about maybe buying vending machines. And I guess that was the start of it. But that was just pretty basic shit. And then they just went right back to talk about horse fucking. It's like mostly horse fucking and submarine talk. I don't get it. I think they're both retarded. How come every billionaire is autistic?
You gotta have just the right level of autism. You gotta be very particular about one weird thing, and then it just makes you a shit ton of money somehow.
I read something once one time, so I'll take it as gospel. That fucking a lot of successful people, like business owners and shit, or CEOs or some shit, whatever it was, were like C or worse students. And I was like, oh, damn it, I'm already fucked, dude. I tried too hard.
Well, it does somewhat track because a lot of the richest people that are self-made and didn't come from money also either never went to or never completed college. So it would also make sense that they
not just college.
Bad students.
Not just college.
Well, yeah, at school too, but I mean, college is that thing that gets pushed on to like fucking everybody. Or at least it was when I was in school. Everybody, oh, you can sign up for your SATs. You can do your pre-SATs.
That's awful.
I'm like, why would I do that? I'm not going to go to college. Like, oh, what are you going to do for a job? I was like, I already have a job, and when I get out of when I graduate,
I'm going to work menial
jobs.
Yeah, I'm going to work multiple menial jobs like a fucking real hard worker.
Well,
because I'm better than you.
Better than gaining debt instead.
Whatever. I did both.
And see where that puts you?
Right with you, pal. I don't pay those debts. I see they're about to start garnishing the wages and shit too for them, and I was like, ha! I've been prepared for this, man. Everybody else is fucking out here swinging in the wind like a fucking t-shirt on a fucking old-timey clothesline when the fucking storm was picking up. And then, the kids put it up because you were making them help you do chores, and they ain't on there. They ain't fucking clothes pinned on there too good, so you're gonna lose some dresses and shit. But, yeah. Fucking, I'll be fine. I'm a cockroach. Fucking, everybody else is fucked. I'm ready for this. They're talking about 10 million, and I think in the first month, it's supposed to start the 5th of May. So they said, I think it was within the first 30 days, they said they expect 10 million people to default. And I was like, yeah, buddy. And fucking all these people were bugging, and I'm like, they're like, oh, they're garnishing wages. But don't worry, because they can only garnish a certain percent of your wages. And people were like, well, this will still ruin me and a bunch of other people, and it won't be good for the economy, blah, blah, blah. And I'm over here like, yeah!
That's what I was going to say is, what happens when all of this infrastructure and all of these fucking repackaging of assets and reselling them and all that are based off all this student loan debt, What happens when all of that shit starts getting defaulted?
Oh, not even that. Not even that.
Because, all that shit that was stacked up on the housing market, I'm sure that they don't do that with, like, multiple fucking industries that were protected for decades and decades. I'm sure that's not done with student debt.
No, so...
Right? That's not done with student debt.
The big thing is that what's going to happen when a healthy economy, a strong economy, would be people spending money.
Yeah.
Right? So what happens when people just start spending? Even
in a really healthy economy,
ignore everything.
People spend more money than they make.
Exactly. So as long as you're fucking you're spending money, it's good for businesses. It's good for everybody's making money. Yeah. Taxes. So ignoring everything else that might or might not be going on or happening, just in a vacuum of, all right, now all these people don't have as much money to spend because they have to start, paying these student loans back. How much money, just that itself, are you taking out of the economy there that would otherwise be helping it and making it be, a good economy, helping it grow?
And instead it's going to go to some bank or something.
Take it out of that vacuum. And then, it's like when people stayed inside and all these businesses were freaking out because nobody could go outside. Well,
if it goes to the bank, it'll trickle back down because the small businesses will be able to get more small business loans because the banks will have more assets. Look, man,
I'm sick of talking about trickle down. I'm sick of trying to explain trickle down to these people. They're not going to get it. If they just wait, I've been waiting.
Yeah.
We'll start,
it's like a dam, it's been trickling so long, it's building up. That dam, it's gonna fucking burst. And when it does, we're gonna be fucking millionaires.
Not all, but most storms, like rain, starts a little bit. You feel a drop, you're like, was that a fucking drop? Was that a rain? You're holding on your hand, and then it starts coming down. Sometimes, you drive into it, and you're like, piss! Oh my God! What the hell? And I can look behind me and see it's still not raining back there. What the shit? But most of the time,
we stopped out a fucking road one day like that out in the country because I guess he must have seen it. My dad, when I was just a little shit, and he drove, and so the rain was coming down on the fucking windshield, but you could see the bed of the truck was still completely dry. We were right on the edge. Yeah, I was like, that was the coolest shit my whole fucking life when I was a little kid.
Oh man, that shit was so stupid. Sometimes it would pass over really quick and you could outrun it.
I never tried that.
When we were kids, you could see it coming. And then so you start running and then it would fucking, let up or change direction. You'd be like, yeah! You'd be down the block and everybody else is wet. And then you're like, yeah!
Bitch.
I am the fastest kid in school. No. Second fastest kid in the neighborhood.
Oh.
Behind Brett Porter.
Oh, boy.
But my thing was, we play Manhunt or whatever, Cops for Arbors. I would get up in that fucking tree. I'd get up in that tree, boy. You ain't catching me.
I didn't get up in no tree.
Oh, I'd get up in the tree. But after a while, everybody knew to come look for me. Especially because I'd be there forever before they'd make their way down the block. And even come into the backyard at all and start, and then fucking, I'd be so bored that I'd either get their attention or I'd be giggling when they'd be like, a couple of them, like, where the fuck is Anthony? I haven't seen Anthony yet. And I'd be like, whoa, I've been up here for 30 minutes. There's ants on me. Fucking, these goddamn trees are full of ants, boy. And then most of them could never even get up the tree, but they'd start trying. And then if they got close to, cause all I gotta do is touch my shoe or something. They get close, I just jump from 10 feet or more in the air, just fucking tuck and roll perfectly, no knee prop. If I did that right now, fucking my leg would bend the wrong way and the bone would come out.
My knees hurt a little bit here.
My knees hurt all the time. Everything hurts.
Yeah.
Life is pain. Existence is pain for me.
Is that what this plastic poisoning shit that we all have is that what it does?
Will you stop?
Does it make you just hurt all the time?
No,
because I think I've had it.
You need more plastic.
For a while.
I've been telling you for years. You need to eat more processed stuff.
Hey, I was one of the early adopters of Taco Bell. And, when everybody tried to give them shit, talk about, oh, your beef ain't beef, blah blah blah. It's only 30%, and then the test came out, and they were like, nah, fuck you, it's 80% beef, bitch.
Yeah, but the other percent was like sawdust. And
It's 80% real, bro. Shit.
I want it back to that formula because the sawdust, whatever was in it, was way better than what it is now. I'll eat a little bit of sawdust. It wasn't bad for me.
No.
You know what? That's probably why I wasn't shitting as bad when I was little.
There's a lot of fiber.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, lowly ho, they took they had to, rock the boat. They take the sawdust out the goddamn fucking Taco Bell meat.
Fucked up.
And now, I can't get home.
Got me fucked up.
I can't eat it in the parking lot like a, good American.
Yeah.
In my car, like a slob.
Yeah.
And then
throw the damn bag out the window as I
make
leave.
it to 2 miles home. I can't. Like, it won't happen. I'll ruin these leather seats in the sub.
Yeah. Definitely.
I have to dock. I'd have to, tire off. It's hard. It's hard to stop the sub. It's not just like a low boat. It's like, whoa, this bitch will pull you. I gotta make sure she's stopped. And again, I'm pulling this bitch up in marinas and people's docks and shit. Like, they're not mine.
Yeah, you ain't paid no dues.
No, they're getting real pissed. Like, I've been doing it at people's private shits. Because, most people aren't bringing the boats out yet.
Nah.
But it is
These Richards.
It's loud. It's loud. I'm pulling up late. And then, if I get away with that,
these Richards, if they're up here, they're in the Hamptons still. They ain't.
The fucking Hamptons. These are snowbirds up here, man. They're not sure if it's warm up here or not yet. So they're still down in Florida.
You know what drives me fucking crazy?
What?
Is people, basically any fucking adult alive that's like past the age of 18 that's lived in north of PA for their whole life, and then when winter comes, they talk all that they can fucking talk about.
I can't wait to hear
all they can talk about is how cold it is and how much they hate snow. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? For one, there's less snow than like there's ever been. This year was a slight exception, but still a very slight exception.
It was an accident of my birth.
But
just because some waps showed up fucking 100 years ago and, took a train about 5 hours inland and said, this is good, it means I have to suffer? No, I'll go to Florida, darling, because I have the money. There's a magnitude hurt.
that's an and shine.
Proud sponsors of this podcast. Both of them. Does it have the cap on it? It's got the cap
Hopeful
on it.
prospective sponsors of the podcast. I would love if a GTI shout out, if you know who you know.
You know what? I'd be listening to all these podcasts and stuff. None of them ever get sponsored by or anybody. I don't even see anybody anywhere sponsoring by Newport, Philip Morris, any. You think we could get a
Marlboro?
Could we get a fucking yeah? I'll take your money.
Who's their
Reynolds? Reynolds is one of them.
Reynolds,
right?
RJ Reynolds. Hey, yo. I ain't gonna give it out, but we got something in common. Reynolds, fucking hit me up.
I'll take some blood money. Pepsi, Coke.
I love a Pepsi. Ooh.
Chiquita banana.
Ooh, ice cold Pepsi. I ain't even. If they wanted to hit me up with a very small sponsorship, I probably wouldn't even be mad at all the fucking chemicals that I done leached into my body from putting Pepsi bottles in the freezer to make Pepsi slushies for decades.
Yeah, that's not good. You love the plastics.
Yeah.
If somebody sponsors us,
we will sell the fuck out.
Right away. I'll get your shit tattooed. I'll get your logo tattooed. Not on my face, but I will get, whoever.
Below the neck.
Yeah. While there's still space, get in on it. Fucking CM Punk, the wrestler, he got a pretty cool Pepsi tattoo. I always like, is that the Pepsi tattoo? And I learned it is. And I'm like, that's fucking dude like Pepsi? That's crazy.
I love Pepsi.
I know you do. So you should get is that your first tattoo with Pepsi?
I used to fucking have at least 2 or 3 a day for Over a decade?
Oh man, that's light work. You hear about these motherfuckers that are like, oh, I drink fucking
Well,
12.
I'm not some fucking
Oh, I want
slob.
you. I'm talking like Big Mike. Like Big Mike was probably slugging fucking 14,
No.
15 fucking
No.
12 ounces in a day.
I can appear in commercials.
Oh.
I'm not saying I'm going to be the spokesman, but I could.
He could too.
Yeah,
man.
it's the fucking After Effects.
Dude, no.
on the don't
No,
do this
think
pictures.
of how naturally shiny he is when they hit him with them lights. With all that sweat.
They get so
Shit, kid.
fucking grossed out and start vomiting.
Oh man, they like a reverse Carl's Jr. commercial, like how they had that chick with like the sauce from the burger dripping on her tits during the Super Bowl or whatever, like when we were kids.
Yeah,
That shit.
when you could have commercials like that.
And fucking do that with Big Mike, just all sweaty, but not showing his tits and on the hood of a car dripping on him, just like. He's taking a bite and it's dripping on the table in front of him onto his pants. And he's like, oh, and he just like rubs it into the pants. And he's just sweating. He's got the meat sweats because there's like 3 other wrappers fucking already crumpled up because he already slammed 3 other fucking triple.
That's not counting the 2 that he hid in his pocket.
Yeah, he's got 2 more pocket ones. He's got to get the Burlington. The fucking sweat on boxes. The slime boxes, dude. What the fuck? That shit was gross. What is this?
Rhythm.
Oh, just pull it? No button?
Yep. They're all just pulls. I don't do that button. You gotta, dude. It's
you literally just
2025.
handed me a button one.
Yeah, that's the first one. That one's old. That's why it was the first one. I'm trying to use it so I can get on to the next. You know, it's not actually. I bought it all at the same time, so it's not actually old or anything. None of these are old.
You're old. But fucking that old.
Too old.
You're over the hill, buddy.
Too old. Should have been doing this shit about 2 decades
We should have been.
ago.
Oh my god, how many of these you got? We should have been doing this fucking. We should have been streaming. Yeah, we should have been playing Call of Duty like we were.
Mm-hmm.
Except, we probably.
I would have just gotten a bleep button. That's all. Don't worry.
Oh my god, it would have been mostly.
I would have still done all the same. I would have just been hitting it, and that people would love that too.
No.
Beep, 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 beep,
No,
beep.
no. No, like,
Well, because there'd be no face cam, so they'd be struggling to figure out which exact
the whole thing.
string
like,
I said.
Like all these motherfuckers. We got the game. We got us filmed while playing the game for some reason.
Well, not back then. We wouldn't have been filming ourselves.
Oh yeah,
back
we
then.
filmed ourselves, motherfucker.
Nobody else was
Hell
filming themselves
yeah!
back then.
I want everybody to see how my beard's doing.
I don't think you would have said that back then.
I don't like it. No, back then they'd be like, "Why can't you grow any facial hair?" And then, oh, I probably shouldn't say that one.
Yeah, that's. I don't think appropriate. I'll try it, everybody.
It was bad people. You get the context of it. It was not me. It's people were being very mean to me in this hypothetical situation for not growing facial hair. But yeah, back then, no, it would have been no good. They'd have been like, dude, why are you so little?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Why can't you grow facial hair? And now they'd be like, why are you still so little? But now you kind of aging, but still not like quick enough. Like I'd still ID you. I'd ID the fuck out of you.
Oh, I don't know if it'll include everybody else's chat, but I have a hard drive packed away.
Oh, because you can't let the feds get it, or it'll go away forever.
It could be called the hidden files or something of probably at least 50 plus hours of like MW3 dubs and trips gameplay. Back when there was the death mics, when you could kill people and they would say profanities.
So do you have the game chat too?
I should have at very least them talking, because them talking came through the speakers of the TV, so I know it recorded that. I just don't know if it would have recorded the party.
Damn,
because it wasn't connected to the.
I wouldn't have been in
Xbox.
any of that because I was barely ever playing that shit with you because I hated that shit.
Yeah, and that was like kind of right around when we first met, I think.
No, because
well, we didn't know each other for like years though.
2011, dude.
Yeah, we didn't know each other. We meet fucking after I graduated, I thought.
2011.
Yeah.
Like the summer.
And when did MW3 come out?
I don't fucking know. When did...
Over a decade ago, at least. So we would only known each other for like 3 years, maybe. If that, probably like less
You're
than 2.
tripping. 2023. No, this is the new one.
Yeah, exactly.
God damn it.
2023.
God
You're
damn it.
tripping.
God damn it. How am I going to search this?
Original.
2011.
Xbox 360.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, MW3 Xbox 360 release date. Because it released on the 360. Because it was party chat.
Yeah, 2011.
Yeah. Well, see, we wouldn't have fucking known each other that long. We wouldn't have been fucking.
We were chilling.
Boxing shit.
Yeah, we probably were.
Not until like after Mark had left, I don't think.
Mark, this is when Mark left, bro.
We chilled for like a few months.
Mark went back to school when kids go back to school, like August. And then I was over at your place picking up Bud. And immediately that meant I knew the drill because that was what I remember saying at the Mark. I was like, no, it'll be dope, bro. I'll do the same thing we do. I can buy my weed and then I just keep getting high with him. Like I offer to pack a bowl and then he just packs everything. He'll just be like, do you want to hit this? Yo, I bet you can't hit this. Dude, you hit that, but what about this thing? And then, here, have this. And someone's coming over, we're going to throw in on a blunt. And all right, like I just get high as fuck. And I did that immediately. It's like I didn't just start coming over, maybe once in a while, picking up my shit and dipping. But I usually be like, because that's what I was taught. And that was my first, like, well, I'll fucking, yeah, that's what you do. You offer him, well, I'll smoke you up. Because you're doing me the service again, procuring this. So, hey.
If you like him.
And then fucking.
If you don't like him, then you grab that shit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've done that plenty of times. Like, let me.
That's what I did with all the people I ever got it from.
Let me get out of this scumbag's fucking house while he's yelling at his fucking baby mama while she's doing all the work with these kids and shit. Like, yeah, let me fucking. This awkward situation. Whether kids come up and tugging on me and talking to me. And he's like screaming
or fucking
profanities.
2, 3 fucking dogs sniffing at your fucking nuts. And
are we talking about the same dude?
Maybe.
Walt is what I had him in my phone as.
I had him, I'm pretty sure, as dude or something.
Yeah, it was him. And then you'd wait just 5 minutes before he even started thinking about getting your shit ready because he was playing fucking Ultimate Team Madden, fucking just screaming profanities at people. Fucking being like, oh, dude, look at this. I got these dudes. And I'm like, that's cool, man. I kind of get out of here.
Yeah.
Because it's late and you're not in the best part of the north side.
I just didn't want to be there that long.
Yeah, I didn't either. It's an awkward situation.
And, I mean, not super well kept, like indoors, you know?
No.
Which... You know, I've chilled with, you know, Slim Jim.
Oh, that was the worst.
But, you
black
know.
Socks. White socks coming out black.
So, you know, I don't really discriminate, but it's not really my preferred location. And I had already cut them out, so why would I bring in a new situation like this where... I don't feel.
Oh, his was not nearly as bad. It was just dog dirty. Like I had friends growing up that was like that. I don't like that either. But at least they were nice dogs.
I already got to deal with that
for being like fucking pit bulls. I think.
Oh yeah, I was with the woman at the time.
Yeah, I would just step in there for it was just something you had to do. But I had worse. I've had worse. Fucking. Some people are like, I'm like, oh man, I gotta get out of here. It stinks, and I am itchy.
One of the places he was at, I think it was stinky. I forget what. I feel like he was at 3 different places. Didn't he move around a whole bunch?
I only ever went to him off of somewhere near Wadsworth on the north side or something.
Yeah, I went to him at like multiple places. He moved around a few times.
I think he might have broke up with that chick.
Yeah.
So, you know how that goes. You either go to the men's shelter, you get a new place, or you go home. I was considering the men's shelter. I was like, they'll send me up with, especially you got a job, you get a bed. even after hours.
I got too much.
You get a guaranteed bed.
Shit
I would have
that
to.
own.
I had it figured out, dude. I was gonna keep my
gotta
shit
get
in
a
my
storage
car.
unit.
I was gonna park my car because I still had a job. I had jobs. I'm pretty sure. I would park my car in the storage unit, in a garage or something, like far enough away where I had to walk, where like other motherfucking homeless dudes wouldn't see me and be like, "Hey, he got a car and shit." And then so then I had to fucking I put in my appearances too and save money. Like I go to the fucking the Samaritan or whatever on James where they give the breakfast across from the Sunoco. Yeah, like I'd be I go get my free breakfast, but then I'd walk back downtown and when I was sure I wasn't seeing any familiar faces, I'd duck into the garage. I fucking get my shit out. It costs a little bit, but I'm not paying rent. And then they set you up with services and shit. Like, you get the food stamps and they help you get an apartment if you're a good little homeless trying to turn your life around. And I'd be like, look, I got a job. And they'd be like, that's great. Never tell them I have a car.
No. That was probably one of one of those moments that I would say impacted me growing up was one year, I forget if it was like the Christmas immediately after or the second Christmas after. One of my cousins was living with us. And,
With the bad kid?
No, another one. And but he was a little thief, so he got kicked out.
Oh, they're all bad kids?
Yeah. And
Dang.
and that's why he was at our places, because he couldn't stay with anybody else because he had done the same thing there too. So eventually, I don't know if he went, I forget if he went somewhere immediately after that or what, but eventually during Christmas time, he was staying down at the shelter or whatever. And my mom, being kind-hearted, soul she is, even though, he wronged her, she was like, I'll give you a ride, wherever you need to go, because we always did our little Christmas thing or whatever, or meet up, and went swimming and shit.
Word.
And then so afterwards, she because nobody else offered to give him a ride home or nothing, and so she offered to give him a ride home wherever he needed. And when we were driving, he didn't say it or nothing, but he had us drop him off like blocks away from where my mother knew he needed to go, and he like fucking left all the gift bags and shit like that in the car and all that, and just took the stuff out and put it in his fucking bag and shit in his backpack that he brought with him and everything. And I didn't realize that at the time, but I'm pretty sure within like a year or two later, I like kind of thought back on it. I was like, he's doing that so people don't know that he got gifts and shit, and he's got shit that they can steal from him and shit that might be valuable.
Yeah,
I was like,
so I was gonna go.
that's so fucked up.
I have my backpack.
That's like something that's impacting me where I'm like, yeah, I don't want to end up in no shelter because I don't want to have to hide my shit because other people feel that they have the right to my shit.
You might have to get in a fight.
At this point in my life, I ain't getting in the fights.
My buddy Tom, rest in peace, he was down at the shelter, and he was getting into it with this dude who was fucking with him and shit, and this dude was passed out, drunk or fucked up, or maybe just passed out for the night or something. It was like, I think he said like 3 a.m. or some shit, and Tom was just always like fucking drinking Natty Daddies or Milwaukee's Beast, just the shittiest fucking, like he had me pick him up and give him a ride. He'd be like, are you running and grab, I don't have my ID, he's running and grab me like 8 Natty Daddies, and I'm like, god damn it, I don't even want to buy these, I look so gross. So he was fucking wasted, dude. He fucking just pissed on this dude, just like, a drunk piss, like the one I gotta take on that. Fucking just like a drunk fucking Ben drinking, Ben broke the seal, just fucking, he said he soaked this dude in the cot or whatever, fucking.
That's great.
Yeah. You might have to piss on somebody, but I don't have my shit. Like, someone steals my shit, my backpack, you'd be like, all right, you got one change of clothes, motherfucker, good job. And I had a bunch of dope heads, so maybe somebody will fit in 30-30 jeans, but I doubt it. They probably need longer. Well, they're a bunch of lanky motherfuckers. The 30, they be having high waters and shit. My little fucking shirt. Yeah, I make sure the change was the shirt that's tight on me, so it'd rip on somebody else. Yeah, but they get I get set up in an apartment and shit. They get you aid, help you out. I'd have aides like Gerald. And that's all the break episode.
Yeah. Everybody is a...
Whatever happened to that guy?
What guy?
Big Pat Gerald.
I don't...
Oh, you know.
It's not right.
The Subway dude?
Oh. I thought that he got a deal being a spokesman for somewhere else now.
No. Oh, maybe now.
I thought
don't know.
so.
Maybe he wrote out the fallout of fucking kids or whatever he was doing, or trying to fuck kids, or having child.
Having a hard drive full of kitty boys.
Yeah. That's why I don't eat a Subway anymore.
You to watch Harold's foot. Look.
No, if you eat too much of it. I used to eat Subway like a motherfucker back in the day.
Putting Gerald's foot on.
I was like, God damn it, I don't want to fucking get caught up like Jared. This shit turns you. It does something to you.
Oh, that's fucked up.
It's all that sugar in the bread.
That gluten reacts with the sugars and shit in your intestines, and
that bad turkey, and then fucking
you start liking them younger and younger. Going after 21-year-olds, and then they're 20.
That's how it starts. You rationalize, like,
shit.
it's okay as a 35-year-old man to like an 18-year-old girl. Like,
She's lean.
oh, you just turned 18 this week? And then
Let me see your ID.
And then you just stop IDing. And then,
I think if you start thinking about stop ID, you should.
then you get the next thing you know, you got a Chuck E. Cheese membership and some binoculars.
A yearly membership to Chuck E. Cheese. You go in and you get like 1,000 fucking tokens.
Just plying children with bags of coins like a fucking old king, like, yeah, throwing it at them. Like, fucking.
No, I don't think I want to yes and that. That wouldn't. I don't think that'd come out very appropriate.
It's great. Do it good.
No, I don't think that's gonna. I think that is gonna be one of them things I'm listening to. I'm like, yeah, somebody's probably gonna think that I'm a pedophile.
No.
So I don't think I'm gonna yes and that.
Stand up regular guys.
People don't know me for my dark humor comedic chops enough to get that I would make a dark humor joke.
I think we've eased into it. We dipped our toes in with the horse fucking. I think they knew where this was going, if anybody's listening.
What are you talking about? Easy to it. The horse fucking.
I like it's we're getting, I don't know. It's like it's gonna be a little not safe for work content.
I mean, I don't think that people should fuck horses, no, but I mean, we didn't make jokes about fucking horses or that. We didn't say, oh, it's funny.
We definitely made jokes about fucking horses.
Wow.
I was making a ton of jokes about fucking horses. I don't know how you were. You might have just been talking about it. I was joking about that lady fucking horses. How, there's whole schools. There's whole schools where people go to learn to fuck horses.
I know. I don't approve, but
I didn't say I approve.
It's
just talking about either. It's a dark joke.
It's a thing that people do.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a whole name for it and everything. So.
Exactly. Equestrianism or whatever.
Yeah.
Equine studies, whatever. They're fucking...
Something.
They're groping and poking these horses.
Equestrians.
Yeah.
Yeah, horse fuckers.
Horse fuckers.
I'm not saying I agree with it at all, but
no, it's abhorrent.
I don't think
it's abhorrent.
I don't find that I don't think that, at least
I've stopped betting on horses.
I don't see that as trying to joke about it. It's just it's like talking
horses.
about a war. Like if we for some reason bring up World War II, even if somehow we say something or somehow we put together some words, comes off as funny, we're not joking about World War II. No. We're just talking about it. Just like horse fucking. I mean, we're not making jokes about it. We will joke about the
Vietnam War, though, because it's a fake war.
We just so happen to be talking about a lady whose profile I looked at, and she had her own equestrian business. Yeah. And I was like, wow, I didn't know that you could have a business fucking horses.
I'm just talking about how the Vietnam War didn't happen. We're just talking.
Yeah. It's not a joke.
We're just talking.
Yeah.
I'm just a mechanic. I'm not a politician. I'm not.
I'm just currently
Use the Joe Rogan defense. I'm just a comedian. I'm just a guy out here getting high.
You better sign up for some stand-up things so that you got something to stand on.
I'm not standing on nothing. I'm
When
just
they
a
come
guy.
after you,
I'm
like,
just
no,
a guy.
Look, I did 3 open mics.
No, I'm just
right?
fuck
I did
that.
3
I'm
open
not doing
mics
fucking
at the
no
Funny
open
Bone.
mics. I'm not pissing my pants on a stage. I'm good. I'm just talking with a buddy. This is how we usually talk. You would have told me about this weird lady fucking coming at you who's fucking horses anyway, and we would have had the same good laugh about it.
Apparently getting paid for it.
Yeah, which is crazy. 7 times? That's not a whole lot, but it's 7 more times than she should have.
Yeah. I think it's 8 more times than she should have thought.
Who are these
about it.
people in this economy who got money to throw away to this lady to fuck their horse? What purpose does it serve? Does it make them better for the race or something? Ease them up?
Maybe it's what they get for winning. Maybe that's why she's only done 7. Because, I mean, it's not like they have the Kentucky Derby's only fucking once a year.
Like
so there's only big races.
The owner of the stable pays for the horse to get fucked.
Yeah.
Oh. Or to fuck this lady.
Yeah. And then it's like, they only do it after they get the win. When they put the thing around them and they come in first,
if they
then they can associate, okay, I get to fuck
they could probably get hurt.
fucking lady if I win.
And, So, I mean, God bless her. It's a good,
Yeah, I mean, it's very lucrative business, I'm sure. I heard winning those races
those
is a lot of
horses
money.
are filling something.
They're happy.
Oh, heavy horses.
Happy enough to win those races.
Horse. I might start betting on horses again. But that's what was bugging me is I was like, well, it's like child actors and shit, and women in Hollywood. I'm like, these horses don't have a voice. They can't tell anybody that they're being abused.
Mm-hmm.
You telling me all these little men, these jockeys aren't fucking these horses?
Maybe. Are all racehorses male horses?
I'm not sure.
Or are there female racehorses?
I don't think so.
What was Seabiscuit? Was Seabiscuit a woman?
I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure.
I never watched that movie.
Because male is the superior gender, so I'm assuming it would be.
I would think.
Hold on, that's not true. Because a female praying mantis is bigger,
would be
right?
faster.
Like a lady spider is bigger than a lot of male spiders. So
yeah, but that's because they got to produce all the eggs and shit.
Yeah, they fat, they big backs.
Yeah. So the female horse might be bigger, but that's not. Workhorses are normally really big too, but they don't run very fast.
No.
So I would think just like in the species, I would think the male horses would be, faster than the female horses. Maybe that's very extremely oddly animal sexist of me.
Most are male horses, either intact males or geldings, while male and female horses do not exhibit sexual dimorphism as obviously as human athletes. Males are considered more aggressive racers and generally have
That's pretty sexist. As obviously as human athletes? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I mean, come on.
As obviously.
Come on.
That's pretty fucking... See, so now equestrians not only fucking brutalize and abuse horses
to be,
but they're also fucking sexist,
misogynists,
and I'm sure if they have that kind of viewpoint, they're anti-trans.
Oh, they must be.
Transphobic.
You telling me you are a horse gal and that type of? I actually probably all horse gals. That's why you get into it, right?
Wow.
Anyway, you telling me you're spending time at the barn, you're into horses. You probably consider yourself a country gal. A little cowgirl or something. You're telling me you like trans people. Don't think so, buddy. You don't even want to think about them people. At minimum, it doesn't concern you because you don't know any of them. So you're never, what do I care? I'm just here to fuck this horse or get fucked by this horse and get some money for it. I wonder how loud my voice carries, and if your dad's closing up to the window to be like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, I actually told him so that hopefully we wouldn't, because I didn't know how long you would be here, but I didn't want there to be like an hour-long section that I gotta cut out that's completely unusable. So I told him.
Yeah, because he starts coming up and talking about fucking Obama.
Yeah. told him that we were going to be recording in outside, and he was like, "Why outside?" And I was like, "Well, you got the TV and shit, and there's all kinds of beeps and boops around the house, the different things going off all the time and everything, and your CPAP machine, and all all kinds of noises and shit. And if anybody's ever going to listen to this, again, callback it's got to be enjoyable, So, so now he knows. But yeah, so that so now I think he hopefully won't cause too many interruptions. It's all right if he does, as long as we got time.
Oh man,
that could always be put on a back burner for something. maybe enough people will question it one day, where it's like, well, they're asking for it.
If you subscribe to the $100 Patreon tier, we will let you hear every.
Well, that's the thing, though. You actually have to subscribe. I'm just gonna be fully honest. You actually have to subscribe for 2 months, because when you subscribe for the first month, you then have to send us your name and mailing address and a photo of your driver's license, and then we're gonna mail you, snail mail, USPS, you an NDA to sign, and you're gonna sign it, and you're gonna take another picture of it with your ID. And in a little post-it note with the date and time, and then you're going to mail that back to us. And then when you pay for the second month, then you'll get access to all the episodes.
You get access to the racist shit your dad says episodes.
Yeah,
it's like, it's not much.
No, that's just the fully unedited. I just won't edit shit. I got fucking we chilled for 6 hours at some point. I just that turns into 2 or 3 things. Nah, it's just going up on there at 6 hours. They'll just get content fucking every week.
No, we never. Yeah, we just.
It'll be the best fucking tier. They'll always get lots of shit. As long as you sign that damn NDA.
I'll clip my fingernails, send them to you. You want toes or fingernails? Put it in the notes. Put it in the memo line.
That'd be the worst. Fucking anything did ever happen.
I'll give you eyelashes.
And then people actually expect us to fucking uphold to this shit. You're going to run out of eyelashes. You shouldn't say shit like that, dude. Those don't grow back.
I'm not going to give everybody eyelashes. That's it. You gotta be
You can't be mentioned, because what if enough people sign up for the only tier that we've mentioned?
I want some of them eyelashes. I want racist videos, and I want racist dad content and eyelashes, boy. You better get them to me. I got my Discover card right here. It says you won't send me some eyelashes. And I'm like, shit. Ow. Ow. I'll start from one eye. Just make them. I'm not even going to try to keep it even. Be like, oh, that's my Patreon eye, man.
Is this on me or you?
You.
Okay.
It's just almost beat, I think.
It's still lighted up.
Ooh, light it up.
You
light it up with the resin in there. Just hitting the bowl.
It don't taste very good, though.
Just hitting the bowl.
It's pretty burnt. I might put a little bit too much dabs on there.
For the abbies.
And it's just smoldering.
Oh, it's smoldering. Just getting all that smolder in there. You give me your eyelashes, fella. Why don't you send me eyelashes in the bong water from episode 5?
I mean, I'll sell people bog water. That'll give me an excuse to change it out more often.
I sell you bong water. I sell you eyelashes. Whatever you want, folks. Not whatever you want.
I'm pretty sure as long as I get like a couple samples sent out, and make sure it's not containing too much Delta 9, I can sell bong water.
I will grow my beard back out to its former length.
Former length?
Yes.
It was ever longer than that?
It's former. Yeah, dude. We were chilling. What are you talking about?
What?
What are you talking about?
What?
What are you talking? I cannot play with this.
Was it not nearly as full though?
What?
Because it looks more like a beard than it ever has before to me. What?
Yeah.
When was that?
That's December, man. What are you talking about? I cut it at the New Year.
Huh.
I will grow my beard back out to its terminal length.
Yeah, November, December was a very busy time for me.
Yeah, whatever. So I will, one lucky subscriber
One.
gets the whole beard. I'm not parting it out. You get a jar of the beard. With a certificate, a photo, or I'll send you a video of it being shaved off and put in the jar and put in the box to be shipped. I have the shipping label ready.
They'll probably want you to not shower for like a day or two. So it's got the oils in it.
It's always got oils in it.
Well, they want your oils. So
I'm Italian, so it's got both. It's got the bottle oil. It's got the
bottle oil.
I put some shit in my
Oh, Jesus Christ!
It makes you feel good.
Fuck out of here!
It smells.
Oh,
good.
you fucking goddamn bad kids! Fucking Freak does that. He fucking went in with it too.
Smart
He's got
man.
like 3-4 different fucking things.
That's crazy.
He does like
That's
one or
crazy.
two before a shower, and then like
Oh, I
another
got the
one
shit for the
after,
shower too, but it's
and
also
then
a facial
And then
wash.
he does another one at night, and I was like, "You sound like a fucking woman."
Hey, that's sexist, pal.
I'm giving them a compliment because they spend the time to
We're
take care.
We're gonna all
of
start
their
see.
looks.
We are exactly. We take care of our looks, and we're gonna start treating you, little butch boy, like Stan in that fucking South Park episode.
Well, maybe.
Look at a little butch kid. That episode was great. It had the crab people too.
Yeah. Randomly, I love it.
The fucking crab people were the
Crap people.
the straight queer eye guys or whatever. Yeah, that's what it was. Crab people. Yeah, that was great. Yeah, fucking yeah. I put shit in it. I put shit in it and oil. People paying for shit. I'm not just giving it away. I'm rubbing it out. I'm putting it back to use.
Oh God, I saw some fucking thing about that. Fucking.
So it's not like sperm. You don't have to have a college degree.
I'm assuming it has to be bullshit and some kind of mud shit or something. But I saw some fucking Instagram thing. I'm pretty sure
I'll make mud
about
for money.
putting fucking poop in your braids, and they let it sit for a while and wash it out, and it's supposed to be super healthy for
I'm
them and
sure,
shit.
yeah.
I was like, how
I
in
just
the world would that ever be healthy?
All right, well, if that's a big enough business, look into that too, because I have a whole.
I sent you the thing
I didn't see that one for the cat shit.
for cat shit.
For the braids, the shit. No, I didn't.
Well, no, not the braid.
I'm gonna. That's where I was going. Because I got an unlimited supply of cat shit. Fucking
They
salad shit.
tested, dude. They know that it's not human shit. They can tell. Plus, if they find fucking like a mouse bone in it,
What about-
they're gonna be asking you some big questions. They find a mouse skull in your shit.
No. I'm talking about not for the shit you sent me. I'm talking about you talking about putting it in braids. I'm like,
Okay.
if people are
Yeah.
bite shit for. I get a whole bunch of cat shit. And if the braids people can tell it's cat shit, well, then I can mix it with a little bit of my shit.
Why just a little bit?
Reform
Just give
it.
them all your
Like,
shit.
it's like an outer layer of my shit. Well, because I don't have as much shit as I have cat shit.
I start stocking it. Start stocking
But I
it,
mean,
bro. Get
that's
some
what I'm saying.
jars.
If there's a market,
Dude, you could sell it fermented.
I'll start bottling cat shit tonight.
They probably pay extra.
Should I
for
start pickle?
fermented.
Should I pickle it?
Ooh,
Should I pickle cat
I don't
shits?
know what makes it
Should I
better or
pickle a
worse.
jar of cat shits?
Would pickle shit bleach their hair? Because one of the acid bleacher.
I don't know. I don't know if it's for hair anymore. Or if it's just a novelty collection thing, like people who like weird trinkets, like goths maybe.
They just buy
Like-
a jars of
Like if I
shit?
put on, maybe if I put, remember?
I thought we were talking about people putting it in their hair.
I don't know anymore. Remember how that guy made that?
I mean, I was originally talking about you selling your
Remember
shit.
that guy
thing
made
I
that
sent you.
GoFundMe or whatever, or
What?
Kickstarter for potato salad, and people
Yeah.
gave him like way too much money.
Yeah.
What if it's like that, where people are like, I put it up on eBay, and I'm like, it's a jar of pickled cat shit. Take it or leave it. I know what I got. No tire kickers. And that fucking some weird guy's like, oh, I put it next to my, fucking cat head and brain that I have on my shelf with all my oddities.
You'd probably have to make sure and label it and put it in the description, all kinds of shit, that it's like sealed or some shit like that. Or fucking eBay will probably take it down because they'll say, "Oh, it's a biological."
Oh,
blah, blah, blah.
come on! No, it's in a frame. I'll get it framed, sealed, so it's like an art piece. Like you can.
No. Just do that shit. Buy an empty frame and then just put it like where it like divides it at a 45-degree angle, so the item's like popping out, and take a picture of it like that.
Yeah, there you go.
And then just in the thing, just be like, picture frame not included.
Yeah, I'll come to your house. I'll drive it to you because I can't ship it, and I'll empty out the cat shit and the brine.
In your driveway?
Whatever, receptacle. If you're not there when I get there, tough shit. It's going to be on the driveway or the fucking front porch, and I got to hit the fucking Wawa. Because some Pennsylvania trash is buying my fucking pickled cat shit. It's the only place I'd be driving to. Call back.
Oh, pickle cat shit. That'd be great.
Dude, pickle cat shit. Fucking horses.
No, but fucking, I'm sure you didn't. But did you check out at all the selling your poop?
I thumbed through that. Yeah, I saw some.
Did you try to sign up for it?
No, I didn't know that was a link.
I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know if the thing that I sent you lets you sign up. But the site, if it's the human genome thing or whatever, there should be a thing that lets you sign up for it. Where they send you.
What is it? Is it for the people that put the shit in their butt, the fecal replacement shit? Or?
The people that you're sending it to.
Yeah, they're putting it in their butt because I have to get my gut bacteria.
Yeah.
Oh, but they want to see if I'm healthy. Won't I have to do some kind of test?
Well, the test first. I think the biggest hurdle is they have a big questionnaire you got to do, and if you don't answer all that shit,
I gotta lie.
If you don't answer all that shit,
what should I say? Eat though? I shouldn't completely lie and say like I'm vegan and I only eat fish and vegetables. You know what I mean? Should I?
I think you should just say you have like a door. I mean, maybe don't say that you eat red meat every single day.
Every day, red meat processed. Quickly
you should have a somewhat healthy, normal diet, I would assume.
Yeah, I'll say I eat leafy greens.
I would assume
and
they would
berries.
Also, I'm sure they ask you your height and your weight or whatever, and then
why does that matter?
Oh, okay.
Why does that matter?
Because they want to know how healthy you are.
Who cares?
And I'm assuming too, at some point, if you make it through that, you will probably have to send them a sample.
Yeah, and then we're getting out of the nitty gritty.
And then
see, here's the problem.
If it's good,
they're gonna know it's not good because I'm gonna actually have to have a good diet when I send them these. At least the first shit.
Whatever your diet is, not they don't care. Realistically, here, what they need is your bacteria.
All right, here's what I'm saying.
Your bacteria is already there.
Here's what I'm saying.
You eat just as
how are they
shitty
harvesting?
As I do,
how are they harvesting?
You appear to
do
be
they need a
physically
solid
a lot
shit?
healthier.
Because this is what I'm saying. Some of my shits are not too collectible. Like, are you like? Is it like one of them? What is it called? One of them things you pan for gold in. So it's got holes. You know what I mean?
I'm not exactly entirely sure. What I kind of sort of assumed
is it was I've shit in a cup before for a doctor.
What I at least would think is you pee beforehand and you flush, and then you do your number 2, and then you get a glove and you pick it up and you put it in a thing, and then you.
When I've done it, the doctors gives you
burn that fucking glove.
No. The doctor's office gives you like a little.
Because I don't want to have no shit basket.
Oh, you never got this? You never got the little shit basket thing? It's a little attachment thing, like a little plastic thing or something, and you put it under the toilet seat, the bottom.
Some of my shits would not fit.
That's what I'm saying. So you had to take the right shit, and you catch it in this little fucking colander. And it's a colander, basically. You catch it in a colander, and then you put it in the jar and seal it with the special tape they gave you or whatever in the label.
I'll just pull it
And then you had to I had to drive it back.
I mean, I got fucked with it either way.
Back to the doctor's office. and go to the different office than my doctor's office was actually in, like across the hall down the way.
Well,
And
that
then-
would that
And then
that
some
whole,
angry CNA took my shit, and I, just you could see it. It's not like opaque or nothing. You can just see my like day old turd sitting in the thing, fucking all sealed, and I'm
now
like,
with the
here you
whole
go.
fucking testing your poop thing that they do, fucking everybody's mailing their poop all over the place. all
oh
the time
man,
now.
the poop's in the mail.
Yeah.
No wonder the
I
postal
forget
service is dying.
exactly. I wish I wasn't.
No, I got
drawing a
pink
blank
eye.
here. There's some company where you can test whether or not you have some illness by your poop or whatever.
Yeah.
But what always kills me is because obviously they cover their ass. So at the end, it's like, oh, the test may produce false positives and or false negatives. And I'm like, so it could tell me I have something that I don't have, or it could tell me I don't have something I do have. What the fuck is the point of this? Because 3 of the possible outcomes here are wrong.
I'll tell you right now. This company is made by some fecophiliacs who just want your shit. They're not guaranteeing anything. They're just like, send us your shit. Give me your shit.
Oh, and also it's probably, now that I think about it, it's probably very good that I don't remember the exact company name, because medical companies have a lot of money. So that's, I'm glad I didn't remember it. But yeah, there's somebody out there wanting your poop. I guess.
Give me your shit. Dude, I'll send them my shit for some money. What did it say? Like 5?
I mean, I'll remember their
What was
name
it,
if they
50
slide a check. You
Well,
know,
how much
'cause,
was it?
again, they got a lot of money. What?
Well, how much was it a pop? I forgot the number.
500. But I don't know if you read the
A
thing
pop?
that read the thing that I highlighted.
180,000 or something a year?
No. I highlighted the thing.
I don't remember. What?
It's on your messages.
I gotta go
Come
back
on
in the
now. You don't have
messages.
to act like we're living
It
in the 1800s.
Oh my
here.
god, you're gonna make me do research? Like, you got all
No,
these
it's not
pictures.
Yeah.
You got these pictures.
You don't know
got
how to just
you
look
got
at
these
images?
fucking shoot.
There you
No.
go. Look at that. I'll teach you how to look at images.
You were able to set whatever price you want. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I mean, not whatever, I'm sure. But if there's a demand, you can probably get more than 500.
I got the best shit. Like,
Probably get 600.
What if I had the best shit in town?
That's what
and
I'm
they're like,
saying. Just think about how shitty of a diet you've had, and you're somehow not like in chronic fucking
I'm probably dying.
poor health.
I'm probably dying.
Well, maybe they let you know. Maybe they're like, yo, dude, by the way, you're like about to fucking die. And
Dude,
you know, free checkup.
you have 3 weeks.
Free
like,
checkup.
at most.
You
Like,
know?
I don't. It's raging through your body, dude. The AIDS. Like, how do you not?
That's good. That's great. I'm not even sure if YouTube allows that. Oh, I really gonna have to listen to this one. Oh, Jesus, the F. No.
You
not
can't
the
bleep
A.
AIDS. That's perfect. What are you talking about?
I'm pretty sure that people bleep AIDS.
No, they don't.
Now I'm gonna have
No
to
one gives
really
a shit
listen
about
because-
AIDS anymore, dude. It's such a dude. I trust you. I listen to a podcast where people talk about AIDS because it's.
Maybe in a certain sense, I don't think they talk about it jokingly.
Yeah, they are. What are you talking about? All I'm listening to is comedy ones.
Oh, Jesus. AIDS ain't funny.
AIDS is fucking great. What are you talking about? I just made a comment earlier.
Those poor monkeys
You didn't freak out
have it
about it.
bad.
Talking about fucking Jared having AIDS, like the South Park episode.
Well, yeah, he does have AIDS, though.
I gotta piss.
Heard.
I have the mic on me.
Yeah, I know. I was talking about it. I was saying how this is either going to end up one or two ways. I'm going to figure out whether I can isolate one mic or not. Or yeah, it did a little animation when you got out. It didn't freeze like that though. So I was like, yeah, I'm wondering if I'll be able to isolate my mic and be able to make this usable, and if so, I guess I should probably talk about something interesting. And
Not leave it in.
or I have to cut it all out because I don't think that's allowed. I don't think you can just be, it's one thing you're pretending and it's a water bottle or something, but if it's for reals and they somehow can be like, no, dude, we know it's for reals. And
Who cares if it's for reals?
because then that brings everything to an end before it ever began.
What do you mean? Because I peed?
Because
Because they heard me peeing?
It could.
Why?
You never know.
Oh man, they'll just be like, he's got either it's a good hearty scream, or they'll be like,
Oh, speaking of,
he's got a problem.
I know you have a hard out. When is that?
What time is it?
10:30?
Probably soon. Probably a couple minutes.
All right.
15. What's Wagon's close yet? Is it midnight or is it 11? How close is 11?
You can look it up.
I can't,
Just
but
type
that's
in
too simple. That's too simple.
You got this whole, like, again, 2025, man. Come on.
I don't like it. I like when, like, I had to, if I couldn't get a hold
Well,
of you
I
on
don't
the
know
house
about
phone,
you, but when
if
I
your
grew
mom,
up,
if I called and your
I
mom
didn't-
answered, and I was like, is Corey there? Can Corey come out and play? And she was like, he's not here. I'd be like, shit, well, I gotta hit up the spots where he usually at and find him. Like, that was the good old days, man, where you were running missions every day just to find people.
No.
Now we have no little missions. We have no side quests.
No.
Yes.
See,
yes. We're good.
See, the
But
thing
yeah,
is,
15 minutes.
The thing
or
is,
so.
though, is back in the day, I didn't have to ask when Wegmans was open. Because they were always open.
Yeah.
It was 24/7.
Not way back. Not way back. At a certain point back.
When I was chilling with Zach, we would regularly
I'm talking
hit
when
up
we were
Wegmans
kids.
at like 2
I'm
or
pretty
3
sure they
a.m.
closed.
Well, no, I'm just saying when I was like a teenage young adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. The golden years.
Yeah.
When we were a country.
The years that I squandered away.
Hey man, you did exactly what you do at that age. You fuck up.
Yeah.
You learn shit. Some of us die.
Yeah. I didn't do that. So
We did it,
that
not
was
yet.
good.
Our brains just finished developing recently, and now I don't know about you, but I cool myself off.
Yeah.
Like,
I think sticking it out at where I was at with the issues I was having
about that shit
for years
Bro,
on end, I think I handled that.
You're gonna love this because you gotta get this job and tighten up the ship here. I stayed in the Wendy's for legitimately. I could check a call log on my phone and then do the time and the math, and then we'll see. I think I forgot when I walked out. Now I don't have the receipt because it's funny. He made sure he didn't give me the receipt. He was keeping receipts. I stood in Wendy's for 30 minutes because for one small burger, not even like a full size one, a stacky. I got a stacky, double stacky.
4 minutes or something, right?
Yeah. So this motherfucker packaged up my shit and sent it off with one of his DoorDash things. And then just because he was always back, he told me, the dude who originally came up and was taking the orders, but like I told you, at this Wendy's at least, I don't know how this is how they all work. There's never anybody up front for like a hot minute. Like you can have a line and then they'll be like, I'll be right with you guys, and then one at a time. And then have to go. This guy had to help. He said everybody was new, so he had to train everybody on like everything. And I'm like, all right. Like I softened a little, but I wasn't making a scene. Like these two big bitches next to me who were picking up a DoorDash, they wasn't even their own food, were like, they were there maybe 5 minutes and they were bitching out loud about how they'd been there for legitimately 30 minutes waiting. And I was like, all right, I've been here for just about 30 minutes. And then, I'm shaking my head. I'm like chuckling to myself. It's crazy. I just keep looking at my phone and shit. I texted my buddy like, dude, this is insane. I said, because I got off the phone with him and said I'd call him back. And I'd be like, did you fall asleep? I was like, this has been like 30 minutes, I think. And then I thought about like when he came back, the guy coming back, I was like, I'm just going to grab him and choke him. Like, my bag's sitting right there with the receipt next to it. I checked the bag like twice to make sure I wasn't tripping. First time I grabbed it and I was like, oh, there's nothing in there. The second time I was like, let me make sure. And I looked in it and I'm like, all right. And then he told me he's like, yeah, I'm the only one here. I'm training everybody. And I'm like, all right. And he's like, I'm so sorry about that wait. He's like, I need a double stack right now. Gets a double stack right out. He's like, you know what, man, let me give you a drink for your trouble. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. So I get my free Dave's soda that I wasn't getting otherwise. I'm like, not bad. Get out to the car, open that bitch up while I'm driving. Fucking bun is hard as shit. Like, they didn't put it through the... They were in such a hurry to give me it. Jesus. The kid didn't put it through the... I was so fucking mad.
That's so funny.
But again, I didn't go back. And I didn't fucking knife attack the whole entire ride. I didn't Five Nights at Freddy's, the fucking Wendy's. Stuff them in animatronic robots or anything like that. I was like, all right, man, I just ate it. I was like, this is just something to hold me over till I get dinner later. Actually cook food. Like, I need, this is a small part of my diet today. The rest is hopefully going to be good so I can have good poops to sell. $500, dude. How often can you do it? How often do they need my poop?
Oh, every day.
Oh man,
They were saying you could
I'm about
potentially every day.
I'm about to be eating fiber.
If
and
you had
drinking
a healthy
juice.
poop every day.
I have multiple poops every day.
That's what
sometimes,
I'm saying.
and they've been healthier lately, man. I had some logs. Like I could send them like probably 2 poops worth of poop and 1 poop sometimes. When I get down to business.
A couple weeks back, I had a nice little experience where I was chilling at Taco Bell for
We all been there.
no for about a half an hour, or no, just under half an hour for 3 tacos and a fry.
Oh, you got your fries back?
And yeah, and while I was there, there was another person that was already waiting when I came in. So I don't know how they placed their order, but another person walked in with me with a mobile order, like on the Taco Bell app. I could see like their screen looked the same as mine.
Yeah.
And so I know we were both just walking in, and so they got triggered with the Wi-Fi bullshit or whatever that we're there to make it and all that. He got his food after like 3 or 4 minutes, and then the other guy waiting got his food a couple minutes after that. And in between them, 2 other people that came in, and one was like with DoorDash or Grubhub or whatever. They showed him some app with a number or whatever, and they're all right, we'll get that up for you. And then somebody else, the second person that came and they ordered at the counter. While I'm waiting there, all of these people get their food.
Dude.
And then leave, including the person that just placed their order at the counter.
Yeah, I know they prioritize drive-through and shit. I came in behind one couple, what was it, like a dad and his daughter, a little girl, and they ordered so much shit. So I was like, this is going to take a while. Especially, I went inside knowing drive-throughs prioritized, and nowadays they also have to make the online shit. Mm-hmm. I didn't know how bad. I know this Wendy's sucks also lately, but when I don't go frequently because it's that bad. But fucking... It's like they started working on this the first DoorDash, and I was like, all right, you've had that one probably. I get it. And it's big. They got a lot of shit, a couple bags, a couple Frosties and shit. Seems annoying. He's got to tell everybody what to do. But it's like, I'm fucking staying on one little thing. And and they're making all this shit. And then they sent it out, the one that was probably hot and the bun was steamed and it was fresh. And then I stood there and I was like, all right, well, that burger right there that's sitting next to this shit is probably mine. I'm not just going to reach over and grab it and check it, because what if it's not? And they got to make it, fuck with it. So I'm waiting. It wasn't. They ended up putting it in another DoorDash bag. And I'm like, dude, I'm just watching cars go around, so many cars, though. Like, obviously, again, they prioritize drive-through, so I would see cars going around quicker after me, that I seen pull up. I'm seeing all the cars come around, and I've been in this drive-through, too, and it's also dog shit slow.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is crazy. And then these bitches come in and they're fucking hollering and hooting about fucking how long it's taking. And there's another guy, the first guy that showed up that was waiting before them and got the first DoorDash. And then another guy showed up and sat down quietly with like a neck tattoo. And or maybe a chick, I don't know. Non-binary, I don't know. They were waiting for one clearly. And then when the chicks finally got their DoorDash that was sitting up on the thing, mostly finished the whole time, they just had to get the drinks. They were like, oh my God. And the guy goes, I'm sorry, man. If I helped you, and I went, yeah, dude, I got the one burger I ordered from you. and then they were walking out the door, and they're like, one burger, get the fuck out of here. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm so sorry, man. And then, fucking gave me that fucking dry-ass, hard-ass one. I'm like, you know what? God damn it, dude. The cheese wasn't melted. I was like, fuck.
Luckily my order was made correctly, but that was another thing I was going to say that was one of the killers, was about 15 minutes in. The dude who came back, who had already knew I was there waiting, had asked me a second time if what my name was for my order. And I was like, Corey, and he was like, all right, that'll be right up for you. This was like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And hindsight being 2020, I had at least another 10-minute wait to go. So that was the killer. He came in and second time now checked back on me, and it still took another 10 minutes for something that should only take like 5 minutes.
I've been getting abused all over town.
And then on top, and I was nice and shit, and a couple of somebody else, I forget if it was a mobile order or the person that ordered, but somebody else was getting like hussy about their shit, and they got their shit before I got mine. So that was the last thing I was going to add too, was the dude was at least nice enough. I normally don't get a drink from there because their drinks are crazy expensive at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Because Pepsi, I love Pepsi, but it's so expensive. So I normally bring my own drink with me in the car, and he gave me a free soda for being patient and not.
That's
being
what
an
I was
asshole.
saying, mumbling to myself out the doors. I was like, nice gesture and all that, but what? It cost the restaurant fucking 5 cents. Like, fuck out of here, dude. You just took 30 minutes out of my day. I'm getting abused all over town, dude. They gave me the wrong burger for the kid at the Burger King, and I had to go back. And, like, I didn't think you had to fucking... I brought it, and I'm glad I did, because I almost didn't. Because back whenever I worked somewhere, you just gave people shit.
Yeah.
You didn't fucking argue. Customer's king.
No, yeah.
But,
especially a food item that you can't do anything with.
And then she just told me to throw it out, though. But it was like, all right. And then the fucking next day, he wanted Taco Bell. No lettuce, because he's a little fucking picky. Lettuce. And I was like, it was on the screen, just like the last one. It was on the receipt. I waited too long. I was behind my buddy in line. I pulled up behind my buddy, and I was shouting at him like, hey, fuck you. Get him to notice me. Fucking had a chuckle about the girl at the counter, fucking the drive-thru, handed me my bag, got home. Kids got fucking lettuce. I'm like, dude, I can't go back again. Pick the fucking lettuce off, please. Driving me I was going to lose my shit. I was like, they're going to break me. These motherfuckers making double what I ever made doing the same jobs. Like, I was about to say that to these but I didn't want to talk to nobody. These chicks next to me, when they were bitching, I was about to be like, I used to work here at this one. And, like, I would have got stabbed if I fucking, by my manager, if I fucking,
It took this long.
the general manager.
Took half this long.
Of the store, if I took anywhere near, if anybody was waiting for anything this long, she would have fucking stabbed me with something in the kitchen, probably. She would have lost her shit, and then she would have cried in her office about it. But it would have been, I would have lost my fucking job. Well, everybody. She would have replaced everybody as soon as possible.
Oh, yeah. That's why they have, like, running open interviews.
Though
so
they
can fire people. That's what I'm saying.
That.
That's why they do it, so that they can fire anybody at any point, because they already have
they got a stack of appies for all these kids around town. Get the next fucking dipshit in here and teach him how to fucking put a potato on. Hey, come here. Let me show you how to cook the bacon the way they tell us to in the fucking program on the computer. And it's not right. It's not absolute. No. But it's enough for Wendy's. So you just do that, and don't you take any other care to it. You just put that bacon in the fucking thing, in the container, and you bring it to the line. Oh, I know. I did the same thing. I was meticulous with my bacon. I was like, ooh, these ones don't look ready. So I'm going to condense these 2 trays down to this tray, and they're going back in for a little bit. They're taking another ride. Everybody's getting good bacon when Tony's working.
Oh, man. Full strips, too? Oh, yeah. I was the king of that shit. Oh. People, dude, if I was building the burgers that day and you ordered a Baconator, you probably about had a goddamn
full
orgasm.
Strips, though, makes it easy to break.
Because I had Steve on the grill, too, and you know he was serving
down. Steve, hold the grill down. Steve clearly ain't there no more. No. Or he's not working today.
No.
Fucking... Steve would shoot up there. Steve would Five Guys at Freddy's, the restaurant, if it was running that bad. That might have happened. He might have lost his mind because the Wendy's got so slow. He probably transferred to a few, and it was the same everywhere.
He might be at Five Guys now.
He might be.
Shit, that's probably more his pace. He'd probably excel there.
They pay better.
Yeah, way better. And they have better food.
Ooh. I might work at Five Guys. I might get a second job at Five Guys for the smells.
I can't, though, because I would get so...
I'm going to get fat. I want to get fat.
Oh, I get
that was one of the working titles I thought for the podcast was Corey and Anthony get old and fat. Because they just... especially because no one's going to see this. So if anyone ever did catch on, they have like 8-10 years backlog. They're like, dude, yeah, it is posthumous. Like it's 4 years in. It's just one of us. You replaces with the other one with one of our, for like, I'll replace you with another Corey probably. He's probably not long for this world either if you're not. And if it's me, you just get like Jesse or something.
Oh, fuck.
You do it from his garage while he's doing paperwork. Out at the Mr. Tire or whatever.
Yeah, then that'll be a whole new one. The In Memoriam podcast.
Yeah. But yeah, that's one I always thought. I was like, fucking Anthony and Corey Get old and fat, and you watch us just get fucking older and probably fat.
That's great. Oh.
You're like, damn, these guys are not aging well. Like, it's crazy.
Touch
you
on
see,
the long.
All the other podcasts I listen to and have video and shit, and I know that you can see the guys, like, they just, as they get more successful, it seems like they're glowing up. They're healthier looking. They get on the Mounjaro and shit like that. They fucking, they fucking have money to eat better and stuff like that. No, these guys are just regular blue collar Americans, just fucking eating fucking Taco Bell and dying.
Mm-hmm. I think if anything ever became of anything, and I just enough so that I wasn't so stressed about shit, I feel like I would automatically like just kind of do a little bit better. I know everybody says that, but I feel that like a lot of my bad decisions I make, at least about my health and shit, come because of a financial burden or a stress.
Oh yeah.
It's not because I want to do that. It's because I can't afford to do something different.
Yeah, it's so quick and easy too.
And I buy food and I cook it here, but still, even the food that I can buy and cook here, it's got to last me for a while. I can't buy like fresh shit because by the time I'm like 4 or 5 days in, it's going bad.
Yeah.
And I don't have money to go buy more.
Like that
so
either.
I have to buy shit that has shelf life.
Yeah.
So,
I buy a couple things at a store. I don't go grocery shopping like
I do. I spend hundreds of dollars.
That's crazy. How do you eat that food before it goes bad?
I eat it like every day. I make something.
Normally it's frozen shit.
Normally,
that's
like
not good.
I would say, now that I've done grocery shopping a couple times, so I've been able to stock up different shit. Now I would say like I eat out once every 2 days, and I eat 3 meals at home every 2 days.
Oh my god.
So like in a week, I eat out like 3 to 4 times.
Dude, I'm about to go to Wegmans and get 2 items.
At home.
I'm gonna get 2 things, and then in a couple, maybe tomorrow, I'm gonna go to Wegmans. I'm gonna get 2 things, probably the same 2 things.
Gotta go Walmart.
No.
Gotta support.
Walmart. One, I don't think Walmart has fit. I'm not getting salmon at Walmart.
Oh no, you don't want to get meat or something.
No, I don't buy meat. I had meat at Walmart one time, and it was gray steak. The woman cooking it apologized to everybody at the table. She's like, I can't believe this is so bad. We were all laughing about it. She was telling me, she's like, I was just eating it because I was like, well, I'm a guest, and I don't want to be rude. She's been feeding me free dinner and shit. And I'm like, well, it's good usually. And I was just trying. I just kept eating it, and she's like, oh my gosh, stop eating it. She's like, you didn't have to eat that much. And I was like, I want to be rude. What is it though? Why is it gray? Why is it? This isn't steak. This is people. I think he's fed as people or elephant. It was straight gray. It was like the gray alien gray.
Yeah.
Like, fuck Walmart. I'm not eating meat there.
No.
And I don't like going to Walmart, man. It bums me out every time I'm in there, and I'm like, oh, cool. Look, they got more ramen flavors than Wegmans or Price Chopper. They got like the better ones.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh god, I'm just looking around at all the shit, and it's like, dude, like fucking Cheetos dusted raw, like shit like that. Just all the weird extreme shit. And then the people and the fucking smells. And I'm like, I get the fuck. I feel bad being here. I don't trust the money when I go to the when I go to the fucking the self checkout and it gives me the fucking change in the bills. I'm like, ugh. I wish I bought hand sanitizer too because I don't have any in the car. Not since the pandemic. I don't keep it on me anymore. Oh shit! I have some cuttable content.
That's great.
I probably gotta get going too.
Yeah, I hear that.
I want to leave because he thinks he came out. And I was like, oh great.
Oh
God.
That was good though.
Oh God, what's he doing?
Oh.
He makes me nervous.
No, what I was gonna say real quick, before we head out in the submarine, is you gotta go there because you can buy things in a larger amount, so that your price per unit goes down drastically. Because, like, for instance, at Wegmans, you can't get the big bag of the Hardee's and Carl's Jr. seasoned fries. They only sell the smaller bag. The bigger bag is like almost double the size, and it's literally like $1 more. The smaller bag is like 4 something, and the big bag is like 5 something. It's almost double as much. So, and that's like, it's like frozen shit that I buy and shit like that. But that's why I was saying, like, you gotta go to Walmart, because you can just buy bigger unit. I mean, yes, you do have to spend more, obviously, but if
go
you're
to
buying
BJ's if I was
single
doing that.
packs of ramen for $1 or some crazy shit,
No.
and you get a box of it for 4, and there's 24 packs in it,
No, I would be buying a box.
Oh, that might be the coppers. We might have to go under in the sub.